What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the topic of meet and greets. If you don't know what a meet and greet is, when you're running a pet sitting business, before you even start providing services, you need to meet the client and meet the pets, make sure that you're all on the same page and that it's actually a good fit. So that's what we're going to go over today, and I'm going to share with you the steps involved in performing a meet and greet. If you're new to my channel, I'm Shelly Beyer, the creator of Pet Brainy. Every week I put new videos out with my best strategies and tips to help you grow your pet business. So a meet and greet is super important for both you and the client. It's a time for you to both evaluate whether it's a good fit and that you want to do business together. It has to be the right fit for both of you. Remember, you do not have to take on every single client. It has to be a good fit. And if your gut is telling you something, then you need to listen to your gut because your inner voice never steers you wrong. The meet and greet is a time for your client to learn more about your services. It's a time for you to spend some time with their pets and get to know their pets, and then review all of the pertinent information in order to provide the best possible care for their animals. So let's talk about how to prepare for the meet and greet. The first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and send the client out the new client paperwork. Now, this will include your service agreement, your key handling agreement, and your veterinarian release form. Gather all of the pertinent information before you even go meet with the client. Once you receive the paperwork back, then you want to go ahead and review all the paperwork and make sure that you write down any questions or clarifications that you need from the client. That way, when you meet with the client, you can get all of your questions answered. Now, don't miss this step. This is very important. You want to make sure and review all of the paperwork prior to going to the meet and greet. You want to check and make sure that you've got signatures on everything, but also that you are fully aware of their daily routine so that you can talk professionally when you get to the meet and greet. If a client feels like you didn't even take the time to review what they put in their paperwork, it can be very off-putting. So make sure you take the time and think about any questions that you want to ask the client so that you have full clarification. And then after you meet with the client, if there's anything that you need to add into the paperwork so that you stay informed for the next time, then make sure and do that. That's super important. You'll also want to prep the client for what they can expect from the meet and greet. What will you be covering in the meet and greet? How many keys do you need? How will you be entering their home if they have dogs? Do you need treats available so that you can bond with their animals? Go over all of that. Now remember, first impressions are very important to your brand. So you're going to want to make sure you show up on time, even a few minutes early. You're going to want to dress professionally. Don't wear a lot of makeup, no holes in your clothing. If you have a logo on your shirt, that's even better. Now, if you're first starting out, then you probably won't, but if you do, then definitely wear it. Next, you need to decide who's going to be attending that meet and greet. Is it going to be just you, or are you going to take a team member with you? Or is it the pets that are going, or a trainer and a team member? Who's all going to that meet and greet? Now, if you're working in a team, then it's always good to have two people go to the meet and greet. That way it establishes that you're working as a team and they can't expect just that one person to show up to take care of their animals. So that works really nicely. So when you show up at the client's home, be respectful when entering their home. If they have dogs, then the no talk, no touch, no eye contact works really nicely because it allows the dogs to kind of get to know your scent and invite you in. Sometimes it can be a little overwhelming to the animals if you immediately start interacting with them. And then that also causes them to get excited and jump up on you. But if they have any tendency of not liking new people coming into their home, then you want to make sure and respect that boundary. A little small talk with the owner is nice in the beginning, but you don't want to spend too much time doing that because remember, you want to keep it professional and not take up too much of their time. You got to respect their time. And so you don't want your meet and greet to go on for too long. A half-hour meet and greet is about right, but you want to make sure that you cover all of the pertinent information. So how it naturally kind of happens is that you kind of enter the home, meet the client, and then let the pets kind of warm up to you. And then the client will start to kind of share with you the pet routine and show you around the home. So you want to have a list of questions in your mind of what you want to ask. Make sure that you've gone through all of their paperwork and that you get clarification on any questions that you had. And then let the client just show you the routine. And then you're going to want to make sure that you fully understand the instructions. If you don't understand something, then make sure and get clarification, especially if there's medications involved, because there's no room for error with medications. So once the client has gone over everything with you, you've walked around their home, you know where everything is, you've gotten all your questions answered, you know the daily routine, the feeding schedule, you know everything that you need to know. Then you need to go over with the client what they can expect with each visit. Are you going to be sending them an update after each visit? How often are you going to be updating them? How are they going to receive their updates? You want to make sure that you know exactly what their reservation is. What time are they leaving? The date of departure? What time are they coming home on the last day? You want to go over all of that. How many visits do they need the first day? How many visits do they need the last day? Just go over their entire reservation and then go over how you receive payment. Are you going to run their card or do they need to do that? Are you going to invoice them? Are they going to pay after services are rendered or before services are rendered? You need to go through all of that with them. Not only do you want to let the client know what they can expect from you, but you also want to make sure that your expectations are clear. You want to let them know that they need to have enough supplies for you, enough medications, enough food for you. You want to make sure that they let you know when they arrive home so that you don't worry and that you can discontinue services once they arrive home. You want to make sure that they understand that they need to secure their home and put garbage up and out of the way so that the animals can't get hurt on it or any other thing that could hurt the animals. You want to go over all of your expectations. After you've gone through what they can expect from you and what you expect from them, you want to make sure you have access to their home. Without a key to their home or a lockbox or some way to get into their home, you can't take care of their pets. So don't forget that step. It's very, very important. So one last question that comes up is, do you charge for the meet and greet? Now, this is a personal thing. You're going to have to decide this for yourself, but there's some things to consider. How long are your meet and greets? Do you bring team members to your meet and greets where you have to pay staff to go to them? What is your conversion rate? How many meet and greets are you doing that actually turn into paying clients? Do you provide a credit after they become a paying client? How do you want to handle that? You've got to decide for yourself. Just consider your options and do what's right for your business. So let's review. You want to stay professional. Make sure you show up on time, maybe even a few minutes early. You want to keep it light and fun. This is supposed to be a fun time to meet your clients and meet their animals, but you want to make sure that you have all of the pertinent information that you need, that all of your questions are answered, all of their questions are answered. They know what they can expect from you. You've set your expectations for them, but you want to stay focused and respect their time. Don't take up too much of their time. And most importantly, don't forget to get access to their home, either by their keys or a lockbox or a garage code, but it's always good to have backup. So there you have it, the steps for performing a meet and greet. If you need more help with client onboarding, we have several modules in the Pet Brainy Circle that can help you with client onboarding. And if you didn't check out last week's video, we actually went over the paperless client onboarding system, and that is a great video to watch because it will really make your life easier. So make sure and check that one out. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you're notified every week when I put new videos out. If you think your friends would enjoy these videos, share it with your friends. I'd love to see them. As always, I appreciate you being here. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.